Hello and welcome. It is election night here in Logan County. I'm Chris Evans here in the downtown studios of Second Banana Media here in beautiful downtown Guthrie. Hoping you're having a great day. A lot of nervous folks out there, I would imagine, here on this election day. Got a lot to talk about here. I think we got 5, maybe 6 races on the ballots throughout the entire county. Wellston Public Schools, a small part in Logan County. Won't go much over that this evening. Deer Creek Fire Department and the Oak Cliff Fire Department are looking to increase their millage in their fire district. Oak Cliff right now at 7.22 mils, looking to go to 10 mils. That's on the ballot today for those folks. And then Deer Creek Fire Department, 7 mils. They're looking to go to 10 mils in their district. House District 32, Kevin Wallace, the incumbent. He's been in the state house for 10 years. He's got one more term if he can win the election tonight. A little upset last time, and the numbers are in. Early numbers are in, and he's already behind. So we'll see how that one plays out. Also, District 2 County Commissioner here in Logan County, Charlie Meadows and Floyd Kaufman. This is the third time these two guys have been on the ballot in about last year and a half. Charlie has won both of those, each with 3 candidates in it, but this one only 2 candidates. We'll have some inside information on that and some of the key precincts that will play a role in selecting the next Logan County Commissioner for District 2. And, of course, the big one here in Guthrie Public Schools, looking to achieve a $45 million bond. $32 million of that will be going to a school if approved by voters. That will come around the year 2029, some additions as well. We got a lot to talk about. The early numbers are in, and we can go over those numbers as we look at first here. Let's take a look at the Guthrie School Bond. And right now, off to a great start for Guthrie Public Schools. 331 yes votes and 107 no votes. And breaking it down for the Guthrie School District, 141 folks made their votes through absentee mail. 104 yes, 37 no. Early voting last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 227 voters voted yes, and 70 voters voted no. And now we'll see how Election Day turns out. We move over to District 2. Charlie, wrong one. Have to get that fixed here in a second. I can tell you, though, right now, Charlie Meadows with 103 votes and Floyd Kaufman with 137 votes. Those are the early numbers for District 2 Logan County Commissioner. Absentee mail, Charlie earned 33 yes votes, while Floyd Kaufman earned 31 votes. Early voting went to Floyd Kaufman. He had 106 votes. Charlie with 70 votes. We'll see how Election Day numbers come in. And when you look at the between Charlie and Floyd in June of earlier this year, Floyd was able to have 9 more votes than Charlie in absentee voting. That has been minimized down to 2 votes for absentee mail. Early voting in June of 2024, Floyd had 6 more votes than Charlie did, and then that number has drastically increased, an extra 36 votes for Floyd this time. So those are just some of the numbers and information. We'll kind of go throughout the entire night. It is interactive, so we hope you can interact, ask questions, and make your comments. Appreciate Cody checking us out. Says the audio is great, awesome. And Randy Lachey says, good to see Shaw leading. Yeah, I'm not sure if I got that number out there. Thanks, Randy, for that. I think it's at the bottom of the list there. But early numbers, Kevin Wallace. Again, he's the chairman of the Appropriations and Budget for the State House Representatives, and he is trailing right now to Jim Shaw by a pretty good margin right now. 57% of the vote, 549 votes for Jim Shaw, who won the 3-man race, but not enough by enough percentage points. That's why that is a runoff here. 549 to 413 over Kevin Wallace. Yeah, Kevin, I did show it accidentally because I'm going to have to fix my number here in just a my graphic here in just a second. Jennifer Witt, I hope our school bond passes. Jennifer, off to a good start so far for Guthrie Public Schools. So if I hit District 2, it goes to that one. Okay. So let me, if I hit District 32, it goes to that one. Okay, so that's a quick fix. Give me 1 second. District 2 needs to go to the right one. Got to push the button. All right, apologize for that. If I hit this button, hey, there it is. I was up here last couple hours working on graphics, and apparently I missed one. So there's the official graphic there for District 2. And one more fix here. See if we can get an update on some numbers. Everybody probably knows it by now. The polls close at 7 o'clock, and now all those numbers have to be driven to the Logan County Election Board. They're going to put it into the system. It goes over to the State Election Board, and that's how we get the numbers. We might be able to get some early numbers, maybe some early winners, unofficial winners, coming in a little bit sooner than what the final numbers here. We'll try to get those into you, so we might have a heads up. We'll see how it plays out. But do remember, all these numbers here are unofficial. The Logan County Election Board will have a meeting on Friday and ratify the vote, make sure everything goes well. So even after we have the final numbers, they're unofficial until Friday when the election board approves them, and really haven't had any issues that I can recall in some time with that. So we'll have a good idea here this evening. All right, let's check out, see here. I forgot to mention, look at the Deer Creek, and I don't have a graphic for them, but I certainly think the Deer Creek and Oak Cliff fire departments will get their millage increase for that. Don't have a graphic, but I think they'll pass fairly easy tonight. In Oak Cliff, 84% of the voters have voted yes so far, and 70% of the voters in the Deer Creek district have voted yes. We'll follow that throughout the night as well. Does not look like any updated, no early voting numbers have come in quite yet. So I will give you some idea. I'll kind of give you some background here. So bring your questions on if you got it here. Old Man says predictions. And now I can officially start with Phil checking it out tonight, so we can officially begin here. I was asked for predictions on the races tonight. I think for Guthrie Public Schools, I think they have a great chance of passing here tonight. Remember, with Guthrie Public Schools, the bond election, all bond elections for schools have to be 60% or more. That is the supermajority of the vote, and they have to get 60%. This is the first bond issue for Guthrie Public Schools since May of 2015. 76% of the voters voted to approve a $16.2 million, or excuse me, $19.25 million bond, with 71%. The one before that in May of 2015, a $16.2 million passed, 76.8%. So Guthrie Public Schools looking to go 3 in a row on bond elections. Do remember, before the successful one in May 2015, there were 7 of them that failed in a row, dating back in the early 2000s. The mentioned the 7 straight by percentage points. The yes votes had it 53, 49, 23, 55, 57, 22, and 53% of those failed elections. So they got 50%, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of those 7 times. But do remember, you got to get 60% of the vote for a successful school bond election. $45 million bond. It would add classrooms to Charter Oak and Cotterill. It would add a wrestling room on Guthrie High School. And then a few years down the road, it would be a $32 million school off of Highway 33 near Interstate 35, the land just west of Brahms and Sonic. So if you go to Brahms Sonic, look to the west, that would be the land with a successful bond tonight for Guthrie Public Schools. And then check my numbers here real quick one more time. We do have some numbers from nothing big. That one's for House District 32. Kevin Wallace still trails it, but a little bit closer for Kevin Wallace. We'll get those numbers updated here in a second. The other big race tonight, Logan County District 2. There has been a lot of back and forth on Facebook. It has been kind of interesting to watch and to see the different styles of campaigning in that one so far. As I mentioned, this is the third time Charlie and Floyd have been on the ballot together. And if you remember in June of 2024, earlier this year, it was Charlie, Floyd, and Mike Ferguson. And Floyd led the entire night, but it was Charlie edging out with the very last precinct to come in. Charlie won by 9 votes, nowhere near enough votes to win it. That's why we have the runoff here tonight. The thing to watch out, and we'll have it here in a little bit as the numbers come in. I think precincts 205, 206, and 207 are the marquee ones for Charlie tonight. Floyd had made a big dip in those numbers. Precincts 205, 206, and 207 is Woodcrest Fire Department, Edmond Elks Lodge, and Charter Oak Baptist Church. If you put a circle on any of these, it's number 207, Charter Oak Baptist Church. And back in June of 23, Charlie got 66% of the vote. When you combine 05, 06, and 07, Charlie got 66% of the vote. In June last year, Charlie was only able to get 50% of the vote in those 3 precincts. So Floyd made a big dip in that. The big factor with that also, Mike Ferguson got 23% of the votes in those 3 precincts. Mike Ferguson reportedly, I didn't see anything official from Mike Ferguson, but Charlie Meadows is claiming that Mike Ferguson endorsed him. So there's 184 possible votes that could go up to either Charlie or Floyd. So 207 is the big one to watch out for here in a little bit. 205 and 206 as well. Another big one for Floyd would be precinct 204, which is the Guthrie Church of the Nazarene. Floyd got almost 62% of the vote back in June. So can he increase those numbers? We'll see here in just a little bit. Randy says Charlie took Charter Oak. I don't know if that's tonight, but yes, Charlie did take Charter Oak 224 to 113 over Floyd. Now, that's where Mike Ferguson had 119 votes. That's what I was talking about earlier, those 119 votes or so. Okay, Gina reporting 322 to 216 medal wins the Charter Oak. So do the math there. We'll see if we can get updated numbers here in just one second. And I got a cheat sheet over here to see the 205, 206, and 207. I don't have any numbers for this go-round quite yet. So those numbers have not been updated yet. So going back to the Guthrie Public, yes. Okay, so Gina probably has the early numbers. There's and how you get the early numbers, and it's a good chance that we'll be able to have it here as well. They're called poll runners. So there's 11 precincts for District 2, and so you send somebody out to each poll, and they, after the election, when the polls close, they put a piece of they tape up the final results at that poll location, and then you call those numbers into the headquarters, and they write down the numbers for each precinct, and then that's how you can get the early numbers if you have poll runners out there. So I'm guessing that's how those numbers are in. So the early numbers unofficially says 322 to 216. So 84, 86, 106 votes, plus 106 votes for Charlie. And last go round, he would have had 111. So minus 5. Now remember, not everybody's going to vote as they did the first time. This one probably, we'll see with the primary runoffs. In District 2 in June, there was 1,551 voters. In June of last year, it was 1,120. So 400 more voters-ish in June. And we got some numbers here, 205, 206, and 207. Okay. These are, again, unofficial here. Write down the notes here. I'm going to do make sure we don't got any. Okay. We do have one small update for Guthrie Public Schools. Let's get that in here real quick before I do some math here. Okay, so we have Precinct 207. Precinct 207, Charlie had 389. For Charlie to win, this is the one that he really needs to have the biggest space of all of them. 389 to 175 at Precinct 207. I think there's a couple too. So here, a lot of text messages come in. Appreciate everyone helping me out here. And then Gina had 322 to, okay, that's what I have as well. 322, 216. Guthrie Public Schools in Precinct 207 passes easily, 389 to 175. So the official numbers for District 2 County Commissioner, Charlie 322 and Floyd 216. So 106 vote difference for Charlie in Precinct 207. Thank you for those numbers. Got another one here. What precinct is this? This is Precinct 206. And Charlie with another victory. Not surprising there. We can kind of go over the strategy for Charlie in that area. TIF district was a big conversation. I think that's going to be a 62. So Charlie wins precincts 207 and 206. No surprise. Charlie was going to win those. It was just how much would he win those by. And in Precinct 206, Guthrie Public Schools, 100 yes votes, 73 no votes in Precinct 206. All right. Precinct 205, Guthrie Public Schools, yes, 127, no, 86. All right. Precinct 205, we have 104 for Charlie Meadows and 101 for Floyd Kaufman. All right, so I'm glad we had these precincts early on. This is we had been talking about these three precincts for a while. 104, 109, and 322 for those three districts. So Charlie has 535 in those three districts. Floyd Kaufman 101 plus 62 plus 216, 379. 379 minus 535 equals. So Charlie in those three precincts got 156 more votes than Floyd Kaufman. All right, Floyd letting us know Floyd took Woodcrest. Sounds like a better turnout this round at least. Yeah, we were getting numbers throughout the day, people voting and letting us know what precinct what number they were at their precinct. And Randy, yeah, I think it does sound like it's going to be a good turnout. Not what you would think it would be, but I think it will be a good turnout. Can you give us location of the precincts. There's 30 of them in Logan County. Precincts 205, the three that we were just talking about, Precinct 205, Woodcrest Fire Department, 206, Edmond Elks Lodge, and 207, Charter Oak Baptist Church. District 2, also Coyle Christian Church at 201, Baptist Collegiate Ministry, that's in Langston, Precinct 202, a sub-precinct at Woodcrest as well. Abel Community Church, Church of the Nazarene, Guthrie Christian Church, and Hispanic Baptist Church are all the District 2 County Commissioner ones. Making predictions out there. Randy says Charlie 58%, Floyd 42%. Charlie, if you ask him, he says there's an 85% chance that he'll win by 60% or more. I'm sure he has a formula somewhere, but that is Charlie's prediction. So the TIF districts, there was a special meeting in February of this year talking about TIFs, and to be honest with you, there was really no numbers, strong numbers. There were numbers, but they weren't numbers to really prove if it can be done on time. And I think Charlie really hit those precincts. He knows where those voters are at, but then you get the TIF districts in there, and I think he went in there and said, hey, if I get voted in, I'm going to do these TIFs. I think I already have 2 votes, and if I don't get in, Floyd's not going to do them. So I think if that's probably, I think, a campaign promise that if Charlie does win, the numbers have got to come in to show that is possible. I don't know if the numbers are. There has never been a TIF district for county roads anywhere in the state of Oklahoma. There's been plenty out there for businesses. It's never been done. I would certainly think it's been tried before. And the numbers that they presented in that February, which is on Guthrie News Page, if you want to check that out, they were nowhere near, they weren't the right number, so it's hard to tell. So it'll be interesting to see if the dollars can work there. Charlie thinks they will. We'll find out if he gets into office. We do have an update we have one of the 11 precincts reporting here. Floyd right now with an early lead, but remember, this was the same scenario last time. Floyd had the early lead before Charlie came in late. And it's quite opposite of the Guthrie School District. They just need the majority of the vote to get in. Only 9 vote difference between the two last time. It was fun to watch there. All right. Not sure if the numbers have updated. Nope. Not yet. It takes a second for my numbers to get to the computer and satellites and beams and all that stuff. So give it just 1 second. There is one precinct reporting. And while that updates, I'm going to get one more update here for Guthrie Public Schools. There are 26 precincts for Guthrie Public Schools. 4 of those precincts are in right now. And right now, Guthrie Public Schools, 75% of the vote. Someone asked about predictions. I think the school bond passes. What percentage? My prediction was 71%. We'll see if I'm in the ballpark. Right now, 75% of the vote. And when this was last time Guthrie Schools passed one, April 2019, they got 71%. I didn't know it was, I knew, but I couldn't remember what it was. And I was doing my notes here, and it was 71. So I did not. We'll see if that prediction, 70 back-to-back 71. Those are the updated numbers for Guthrie Public Schools. 836 yes votes, 276 no votes, 75% say yes so far for Guthrie Public Schools. Zip says 2015 was 80%. How about 76.8%? That's what I have here. 76.8% for the 2015, which was a $16.2 million bond. That built Charter Oak Elementary. The 2019 is building Cotterill Elementary, and Guthrie Public Schools is hoping this election will build Cotterill in around 2029 is what they're hoping for here tonight. That's that same thing. That's a little different. The school district will take both of those numbers, Sether. District 2 updates. Make sure I got that in here. District 2, 183, 131. Yep. Those are the numbers right now with only one precinct coming in. Dana, playing cards and watching results come in. Thank you. You bet. That sounds fun. Texas Hold'em, Dana? Goldfish? All right. Let's see if we can get some updated numbers here. We do have an update on the House District 32. And House District 32, there are 21 precincts, just a handful in Logan County. So most of these are going to be over in Lincoln County for House District 32. That's between Kevin Wallace, the incumbent, up against Jim Shaw. Jim Shaw right now leading that race. And let me get this number in here real quick. I'm going to stop that so the numbers don't look wrong on District 32 until they go in. Kevin Wallace has spent a lot of money. He's never had a campaign this hard in a long, long time. He's been able to build up some funds in his political accounts, and he has spent a lot of money. If I like that this will be his final 2-year term, he will term out, but right now struggling to get to 50% against Jim Shaw. District 32, those numbers have not updated yet. Maybe you will see them at the same time. It should be District 32. When it updates, we need quicker internet going up here. Jim Shaw right now, those numbers, 57%, but those numbers are going to increase up to 58% as soon as the graphic updates. It's going to take its time. All right. We'll try to get them updated here, or there's nothing I can do. I'm waiting on it to update itself. So let's check to see. Logan County Commissioner still 1. Guthrie Schools still 4. And no update on Deer Creek and Oak Cliff fire districts. Make sure we haven't got any unofficial numbers. Let's see here, District 307. I got a precinct here. Precinct 307 is First Christian Church, and First Christian Church is a big part of the Guthrie School Bond. It is basically the supermajority of voters in this Guthrie School District will vote at First Christian Church. Is that right? 307 First Christian Church there on East Noble. It passes big time. 344 yes votes to only 58 no votes for the Guthrie School Bond. That is a huge victory in 307, one of the biggest precincts for Guthrie Public Schools. Get some comments right here as we wait for the numbers to come in. Jason Canning, JC, good to hear from you, JC. It's going to be interesting to see if endorsements are positive. Maybe Stitt's endorsements are positive or negative. I think maybe what he may have said. A lot of back and forth on that as well. Charlie Meadows was able to get endorsements from the governor, Kevin Stitt. He has gotten endorsements from Logan County District Attorney Laura Austin Thomas, as well as District 1 Logan County Commissioner Mark Sharpton. Interesting there with Mark Sharpton endorsing Charlie Meadows. If Floyd wins this evening, then Mark and Floyd have to work together. I'm sure they can put that to the side, but that puts a weird spot. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's, water off the back, but that would be interesting there. Governor Kevin Stitt, been well documented, has some land in District 2. That's part of his endorsement. So, and I went to my Facebook page and asked others if endorsements mean anything. The supermajority said endorsements do not mean anything to them. So some say yes, some say they take a look at it. But yeah, it'll be interesting there. But with that in mind, I mean, Charlie has gone all out to try to win this election. He has gone and asked for other endorsements. Others have said no. They want to stay clear of it. But he has gone all out to try and win this election. And if you're running a race, why not go all out? I did see Floyd. I think one public former state rep Denny. She's now the county treasurer in Payne County. Lee Denny, I think is her name. She came out for him as well. And Cody saying, I can tell you the new road is being paved in front of my job. I think your job, Cody, is in the city of Guthrie, and that's a separate deal from the county deal. I'm sure you know that, but just for others to see that. All right, let's get an update here on see if there are any updates. Kevin Wallace, it might be tough for him to overcome this tonight. All right, we do have an update for Guthrie Public Schools. 7 of the 26 precincts are coming in. Again, I think we might be able to get the Guthrie number here before the unofficial numbers from the election board. And as soon as that happens, I will give those to you. But right now, no issue for Guthrie Public Schools. And just a huge credit. Let me get the number in here real quick just so I don't lose my train of thought here. Yeah, Cody said it's in the city. Yeah. The Guthrie Public Schools. See if this one's a lot faster than that one. Those numbers are correct. 7 of the 26 are reporting. Guthrie Public Schools 1181 to 334. Superintendent Mike Simpson went on the car wash of all the civic groups, and the chamber hosted a forum, and I think he talked to a whole bunch of groups out there to lay out what this bond looks like. And the Guthrie Educational Foundation had a couple of mailers. You probably got those in your mailbox if you're in the Guthrie School District. Really wasn't a whole bunch of a no push out there. There was some a little bit, but nothing major came together to go against the school bond. There was some talk at a town hall meeting about the Charter Oak area with traffic and the roads, but really that was the only thing that I saw. There are going to be a handful of no's, guaranteed. The people, usually the older people who don't want any more increase. Maybe they're on a fixed income. Those are usually going to be your no votes. You have people who maybe older folks that don't have anybody in the school district that would vote no for that. And you can go back and forth, and they have every right to vote no if that's what they want. With those, will those people have grandkids one day that goes through there? But really no big push, no against the school district. So wait for some numbers to come in. Ronnie Pop, how does the bond committee go about selecting what to vote on? It is a good question. There is a committee of parents and folks who live in the school district, and they go all around. They go to each school, and they talk to different department heads, and then they talk what the biggest priorities are for the school district. Right now, the big part with Guthrie Schools is capacity. Cotterill, Charter Oak, Fogarty Central are all. Junior high and high school is getting up there as well. But capacity, how to help out the capacity issue. And a big part of that was to build a new school. And then after the new school is built, you can kind of reshuffle some kids around and spread out the students in each building. And then that committee presents to the Guthrie Board of Education. The Guthrie Board of Education hears what they say. It's all in writing. Each committee member signs that. And then the Board of Education has a couple of special board meetings to discuss what the committee found, what they think about. Of course, they get the staff's ideas of what they see as well, and then they finalize that, and then the school board votes to put that to a bond, to a bond election, and now the people have the choice. So that's kind of the real quick version of how they would do that. So it's a committee. They've had the committees for the last three elections, and so hopefully that answers that. I can always add more if you have more questions. Randy, thinking my entire friend list is on here watching. Awesome, very cool. And I'm not trying to waste anybody's time. I'm refreshing, trying to get these numbers in here as fast as I can, and just slowly coming in. We do have an update for Guthrie Public Schools with 8 of the 26 coming in, and only one typo. And it would be a former newspaper lady that would catch it. Fixed, hopefully, here in a second. Thank you for that. Cody asked, Charter Oak is over its capacity already, correct? Not over capacity, but real close. Real close. It's over 90%. A lot of schools are over 90%. Charter Oak had to put 2 portable buildings in there on the front lawn. If the bond passes tonight, those portables would go away, and they would add, I always get this backwards. I think it's 6 classrooms at Charter Oak and 4 at Cotterill, or vice versa. It's one of those over there. Allie, Kaufman crew is watching. Best of luck tonight, Kaufman. Old man asks, what does a county commissioner make? Good question. All elected officials in Logan County, sheriff, commissioners, treasurer, court clerk, county clerk, assessor, treasurer, they all make, by statute, I've learned this, by Oklahoma statute, they have to make the same amount of money. And it's different from county to county. Obviously, Oklahoma County has more people, and so they're going to have more. They're going to have resources to more money. But without getting into the weeds on the sheriff who got some money, he can have maybe a little bit more increase. But nonetheless, I want to say the salary of a county commissioner is around $68,000 a year. I might be off a few $100 somewhere in there, but that's about what it is, $68,000. Good question. Paige watching. Paige, a big supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Hoping so badly this is the largest bond passed in history. Good. Oh, you're going to make me dig deep. My numbers right now, 76.8% is what I have right now, and that was May of 2015. Oliver says, need bigger schools. It's sad to always be behind the curve, even though we just built a school. Yeah, just built 2 schools, looking to build a 3rd school. And, with those 7 failed bonds in a row, really put Guthrie behind. And everyone would love to have a performance center, love to have turf on the practice field, love to have a nice softball locker room, all that. But the school district was behind with roofs and windows and trying to keep the buildings upright correctly. And so still playing catch up, but what a huge stride the school district has made in the last couple of years. And I'm starting to, we'll see how the numbers come out here tonight, but that what we call momentum, but really it's turned where you could never pass anything, never, is all negative, but now possibly 3 in a row. So 35 plus 45, 35, 40, almost $80 million if approved tonight since 2015. So $80 million in the last 9 years would be approved. And what a huge turnaround that has been for the school district. All right, let me, great questions. All right. Okay, we do have an update here, so I'm going to take the comments, stop the playlist so we don't have any wrong information scrolling until I get this in here. We have 3 of the 11 precincts reporting for county commissioner. I need to check my messages and make sure I'm not missing numbers, but let me get these in here real quick. So right now, it's a 6-vote difference between Charlie and Floyd right now. And remember, it was this way exactly in June. It was Floyd in the lead, and then last precinct comes in, Charlie wins by 9 votes. It's amazing how many close votes we have in this county. City council elections, Ward 3 on majority on the west side. I remember one year it was, I think 6 votes. Another year was 9 votes. So every vote counts. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. All right. So got that one. I'm going to go ahead and get Guthrie Public Schools in here, updated. Guthrie Public Schools now has 10 of their 26 precincts reporting. And as soon as these update, I will share them with you. Guthrie Public Schools came down just a little bit. Still 75% of the votes, so still looking good for them. 1292 and 419. All right. Give these just a second to update. Okay, District 32 in here while I wait for that. We'll get back to your questions. Twelve of 21. I talked to myself. Sorry, Jim Shaw. I don't think Kevin Wallace is going to be able to overcome. There's still a lot of votes out there, but this was the exact trend in June for Kevin Wallace. So Kevin Wallace has been to Guthrie a few times. He's done some chamber events. He's done some podcasts with me in the past as well. But uphill right now for Kevin Wallace. All right, let's see if these numbers are updated correctly on our screen. District 2, 3 of 11. There it is. Those numbers are correct right now. 248 to 247. Still got 8 to go. Remember earlier, thank you to all of our viewers on here. And as well, Charlie has some big precincts coming in. And we'll take a look at Guthrie Public Schools. Those numbers are correct. 75% saying yes. 10 of the 26 precincts are reporting. All right. Yeah, Jake Hughes. Appreciate Jake checking it out. Rooting for Mr. Kaufman. Oliver, they have absolutely made strides. Yeah, talking about Guthrie Public Schools. Jessica, good old Jess. T-Mobile has a school giveaway. School officials should fill out the grant. It's free money for the fields or turf on the fields. Yes, I saw that. And I got an email, and I forwarded that to the school district. So hopefully they are looking at that. And there's one big winner, but there's also a bunch of consolation victories in there as well, smaller grants. But yeah. Exactly right. I did forward that to the school officials, so hopefully they can take advantage of that, apply, and see what's going on. Greg Gibson says, "Go Blue Jays! It's our kids' future." Lindsay Selvis. Lindsay has been a big part of the bond election as well. She was out there on the corner the other day during football. Little League football was playing. And they were out there on the corner with the yes signs, and Lindsay's done a good job. Along with several others in the wrestling program. The wrestling program will get just under $1.4 million for renovation of a wrestling room, which would allow locker rooms for boys and girls. Right now, the girls have to go out the gym, down the hallway to the north gym to get dressed, bathroom, all that stuff. The wrestling program has really exploded over the last couple of years, and so that would be a huge victory for the Guthrie wrestling program with a pass bond tonight. Courtney McLemore, Lady Jays won a huge game yesterday over Duncan. A little controversy. Good story on Guthrie News Page. Well, I think it's a good story. On Guthrie News Page, you want to check out a little controversy. There's a video on there. Lady Jays, huge victory, though. I had to throw out softball locker room, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. I will go ahead and mention this as well. With the successful bond election tonight for the school district, they will look at maybe looking to make the elementary schools right now K through 4, make those a K through 5, And then this is down the road. This is 5, 8. This might be 10 years down the road, 8 to 10 years. We'll see. Is to make the elementary schools K through 5, and then make the current junior high a 6th grade facility, 6th grade only, which would help capacity, 1 grade at the junior high instead of 2. And then at Guthrie Elementary, you would have to build a science wing, and you would have to build a competition gym. That would be a bond election, obviously, down the road, and turn guests into a middle school, a junior high. You would have 7th grade, 8th grade, and 9th grade there. And then the high school would be 10, 11, and 12, so you would eliminate the 9th grade at the high school to allow more capacity there. And so that's down the road again, but you got to look ahead of things, and none of that happens without a successful bond tonight, but that's the forward thinking for the school district to get that done. And so we'd love to put a $2 million locker room there, but if the ultimate plan is to build guests as a junior high, does softball field go somewhere else, or they're down the road? But that's why I bring up locker room. I went into the weeds just a little bit there, so sorry. But Luke Young, keep going with the bonds. The more we get past, the more bonding we qualify for. You absolutely. Amber, go Pops, talking about Mr. Kaufman all the way from the Bahamas. All right, thanks, checking us out all the way there. Cody Hay said Floyd is your winner. Let me until I get an official. Okay. I'm being told this is unofficial. But it's close to official. Being told that Floyd Kaufman has defeated Charlie, and that Charlie Meadows called Floyd Kaufman to concede the race. Charlie's camp reportedly has the numbers, and those numbers favor Floyd. We'll see. We'll look for that to be confirmed here in just a second. Okay, I got some unofficial numbers here, so let me take the comments off here. Unofficial, we'll keep following it here, but here's unofficially that we unofficially do believe the Guthrie School Bond will pass tonight by a margin of 72.39%. Unofficially, we'll wait for the numbers to come here, but right now, Guthrie Public Schools with a 72% passage tonight. And now I have two sources confirming that Floyd Kaufman will win the race tonight. The unofficial numbers right now has Floyd Kaufman defeating Charlie Meadows by about 160 votes. We're going to make sure that we see in the same numbers here. We'll make sure the numbers are being reported correctly, the numbers are being written down correctly. But right now, unofficially, Floyd Kaufman appears to be the District 2 County Commissioner winner by 54% of the vote. 54% of the vote. We're gonna keep looking at it here, but huge potential upset here. Floyd Kaufman appears right now, unofficially, has been the District 2 winner. But I want to make sure that poll workers, the poll runners, did the right numbers. Sometimes the print can look weird. You got to retrieve them. Got to put them. I got good sources. I'm not telling you anything, but you just before you go out on a, you want to make sure you get that right. So we do have 5 of 11 in, and Floyd continues to win with the numbers here from the election board office. 359. I'm talking to myself again, so I apologize here. But again, good sources. Charlie Meadows has conceded with a phone call to Floyd Kaufman. I want to go back to the endorsement thing here in just a second. I had mentioned something, but I want to make sure I'm completely clear on what I said. I'm going to get these Guthrie Public Schools numbers in here real quick. And then, no, 531. Okay, let's let these numbers get into the system here real quick. All right. I'm just going to the comments here. I'm not reading them, which is dangerous. But Larry Busby says Kaufman's, well, right now that would not be correct. Ali watching, let's get it, Floyd. Woohoo, congratulations. Unofficially, but yes. Another member, another person, Amber, would definitely know. Would definitely know. She says her pops has won. Guthrie, Oklahoma Channel 1, appreciate you checking in. Go Big Blue, thanks to everyone that voted yes. Talking about the Guthrie School Bond District. And don't forget, Guthrie Blue Jay football here on Guthrie News Page on Thursday night. Get out to the Rock, season opener. All right, Jordan says, I hope either way, whomever wins keeps their word and fix the roads they haven't in the last couple of years. It's tough. It's tough to be a county commissioner. It really is. They need a whole bunch of money. They don't get a bunch of money, and they have to really – it's tough no matter who's in office. And I know landowners, property owners have their favorite commissioner. They do this. They don't do that. It's a tough job. I follow the commissioners. Obviously, with Guthrie News Page, it's extremely tough. Lindsay Silvis, question, bond. New school is estimated to be built in 2029. Would the classroom additions be before the new school? Yes. The Charter Oak and Cotterill, what we think is a successful bond site, would be constructed in 2025. So I think it would be in the summer of 2025. So it would be one school year, 2025. So I believe after the school year, they would have the construction. How long that takes, I don't know. But yes, that would be in the summer of 2025. Those would be the first projects. The wrestling room, I do believe, would be in 2026. And the new school would be built in 2029. Good question. Old man, it's been a rough primary cycle on incumbents. No doubt about that, especially at the State House. Cody confirming what we had confirmed earlier. Charlie called Floyd to congratulate him. Randy Lachey, large lady ain't singing yet, folks. It's still in the numbers game. Now some back and forth. Charlie conceded. Praying. Let's see here. I should probably start reading these here first. Paige still happy for the school bond right now. Okay, so this is from Charlie's camp. It's true that Kaufman, it's if that's true about Kaufman, it's a huge, oh, okay. No, I thought they were confirming something that we thought, okay. Jordan says, way to go, Guthrie. Randy Lachey says, huge error for Charlie was predicting his own when giving big percentage points, making his own people overconfident and complacent. Definitely one way to look at it, that's for sure. Jeff Taylor, City Councilman, congratulations, Guthrie Public Schools. And we're congratulating her dad once again from the Bahamas. How about that? What time is it in the Bahamas? Luke Young, how about that endorsement? Sarcasm. Mike Lanoy, Officer Michael Lanoy. So glad that our community cares about our kids. The school bonds are huge for our future. Jeff Matthews, would be awesome to see Jim Shaw and Floyd Kaufman win. Decent chance right now if that coming true. Channel 1, congratulations to District 2 voters. If you think our roads are bad now, just stay tuned. It's tough. It is tough to be a county commissioner, no matter who is in there. So it is tough. All right. Aubrey Shore, excited for GPS. Okay, I think the numbers are final in House District 32. And Kevin Wallace spent a lot of money, and it does not pay off tonight. Kevin Wallace is going to lose the election, so the State House representative will have a new A and B chairman. Wow. So these numbers are going to be official for District 32. You get one more update here before I go into the next segment here. County Commissioner, 9 of the 11 are in. 9 of the 11 are in. Punch numbers in here real quick. Right now, Charlie Meadows would have the lead with the numbers that we have at this very moment. A 31 vote lead, but again, we have unofficially multiple sources reporting Floyd has won, but these last two precincts must be huge for Floyd because with 9 of the 11 precincts right now, he's down 31 votes. Get one more here for Guthrie Public Schools. Then we'll look at the numbers here together. And I think that's 15 of the 26 reporting. Oh, 24 of the 26 reporting for Guthrie Public Schools. So we got 2 precincts left to be official here. Official, unofficial, until the official numbers on Friday. You follow, right? All right. Let this sync up here real quick, get to the questions, and we'll get it here. Aubrey, excited for Guthrie Public Schools. I saw Aubrey at the forum at Meridian Technology Center. David Ball, thanks to the community support for the bond passage. Thank you, Chris, for all of you. I'm glad to do it. Tommy's watching. Frank Sanchez, thanks for the people of Guthrie for investing in our kids. And Laura Beebe, teacher at Cotterill Elementary. Again, excited for Cotterill to be built ahead of schedule. Hopefully they will move in spring break. That's the goal, is to move in the Cotterill Elementary for school. All right, let's see if these numbers have updated here. We'll start with the school bond. Turn that off. School bond, 2388,929. Those numbers are correct. And then for District 2, Charlie with the 31-point lead. But again, with 2 precincts to go, we have heard that Charlie has conceded the race and has called Floyd Kaufman to congratulate him. And we'll see if that... everything is definitely pointing that is correct, but we just want to make sure for sure. Real quick, Oak Cliff Fire Department looking to go from 7 mills to 10 mills, extra money for their fire district. That passes easily, 78.8%. Those numbers are in. So a 3 mil increase on property taxes for folks in the Oak Cliff Fire District. And the Deer Creek Fire District passes. No, does not. It's passing right now. 4 of the 10 precincts are in. And right now it's passing at 70% of the vote. Just got to be 50% plus 1 vote. Both fire districts work together, work on policy together, work on state stuff together, work on everything together. Usually Oak Cliff and Deer Creek, one does one, the other does the other. And it was going to be pretty easy for them to get the 3 extra mills property tax in their fire district. I believe Woodcrest will be maybe looking at that in November. Big election in November, as we all know that one, presidential. I think we'll let the national people handle that one. I'm not sure if there's anything to be local in November. Question, when would Floyd take office? Good question. It would be, the Charlie would have the term for the remainder of the year, all the way through December 31st. And so I would certainly think the courthouse would be closed on January 1st. So I would think Floyd Kaufman would be sworn into office on January 2nd, 9 o'clock in the morning at the Logan County Courthouse would be my best guess. But first of the year, I would certainly think January 2nd would be the day Floyd Kaufman would take his oath of office. All right. We need 2 more precincts for District 2 and Guthrie Public Schools. Still waiting on those. District 32, Those numbers are final. 21 to 21. Kevin Wallace, who's been in the State House of Representatives for the past 10 years, will not get year 11 and 12. Remember, there are term limits for state representatives and state senators. That law was actually head up by former State Rep Jason Murphy here in Guthrie. He brought in the term limits. It was passed there. Jim Shaw, victorious by 500 some odd votes, and that is official there. Reminder that all these numbers are unofficial. The Logan County Election Board, all the election boards across the state will certify the votes on Friday board meetings. But right now, Guthrie Public Schools don't need that. That's almost official. And then we'll see what the final numbers are. That's the other thing. We have not seen quite yet the final numbers on that one here. So, GF Guthrie, appreciate GF Guthrie checking us out tonight. Always one of our big fans out there, viewers out there. And Lauren Husky, come on, Floyd. A lot of Huskies out there in this world, especially Guthrie and Logan County. But Lauren, looks like Floyd, from two confirmed sources, that Floyd will definitely win this election. We'll see how make sure. Tina Smedley, school board member. Thank you, Guthrie, for voting our kids. I love this sound and so many good things to come. Go Blue Jays. Well said, Tina. And Leslie says, another great day to be a Blue Jay. Leslie, the principal at Cotterill Elementary. I know her and her teachers are so excited. We got to take a tour of Cotterill a few weeks ago, and she couldn't wait to message all the teachers that it was their turn to go through the school. And they were built, and that school was built in 50 something. They're packed in there. They're packed in there, and now they're going to have some nice facilities. They really, really deserve that. Teacher of the Year, Miss Joe. Thankful for a big Blue Jay win. Miss Carrot, school teacher for GPS. Thank you, Miss Carrot. With as fast as the district is going, thank you. Absolutely. And stay tuned. After I sign off, I got to go and get comments from everybody and put their thoughts in for an article. We'll have more of a breakdown as well. I do want to say one thing. I mentioned earlier that I mentioned Mark Sharpton, Logan County District 1 County Commissioner, endorsed Charlie Meadows, and I said it would be could be weird, the one that you endorse loses, and now the guy that, I'm not saying there's going to be anything between. I'm not saying that, but your mind does go there. But I think knowing both of them like the way I do, I think that would be water on the bridge and just move forward, and both will do what's best for the county. And I don't know if I made myself clear, but I think they will do whatever's best for the county. So now that definitely makes the TIF district. It was going to be hard to get the TIF district numbers to work, but Floyd has not been in favor of the TIF district. And there was actually 4 talked about, 3 in Charlie's district, 1 in Mark Sharpton's district. I think that conversation probably goes away. We'll see. You never know how that works, but I think that might now go away. County Commissioner meetings are always streamed on Guthrie News Page. I try to get to every single one of them. I might miss 2 or 3 throughout the year, but try to get there as much as I can. Okay, it is official here. Let's get the final numbers punched in the computer, and then we can see how many people actually voted compared to the other elections here. And so I'm going to wait for those numbers to pop in here. I'm going to go to my list here. County Commissioner, it was listed as tentative. Okay, so the unofficial numbers are a little bit different, but percentages is the same. Let me get this here. Give it a second here. I'm going to check on the school district, make sure we get all those put in here, see if that has been final here. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so District 2 and the school bond numbers. Here come the final numbers here in just 1 second. So we are just about done here. Appreciate everybody taking it in tonight. It's been great questions, been fun having the back and forth. Let's see here. We'll just see how good our poll runners were able to get the numbers in here. 1051. Percentage points, they're good. Percentage points, they're good. Let's just see what the difference is here. Okay, let me pull up my great resource, my great source. All right, so let's look at District 2, see if this district has updated. 1111, there are the final numbers. Floyd Kaufman is the next Logan County Commissioner in District 2 come January. Give me 1 second. I have a check mark. I worked on it. I didn't use it last time. I will use it tonight. Let me fix my check mark. Okay, I had a few people give me a hard time that I didn't use my check marks, but there you have it, the check mark for Floyd Kaufman, who wins it by less than 200 votes, 188 votes, if my math is correct. So congratulations to Floyd Kaufman. By the way, our poll runners had 1040, so they were 60 votes off. And then they had 878 for Charlie, which is 24 votes off. That's why it's always want to be safe to make sure that's right. But with other sources reporting that Charlie had called and conceded, that definitely helps with that. But always want to make sure. But it's always good to have good sources as well. I appreciate O's helping me behind the scenes as well. Guthrie Public Schools, it passes. All precincts are reporting 72.23% of the votes. And just remember, when it passed in April 2019, it was 71.5. And in May of 2015, it was 76.8. So Guthrie Public Schools, the last 3 bond elections, 70% plus. Congratulations to them. And, the big thing with Guthrie Public Schools is they were the big thing that they have told us, and it's true. They've done this. Whatever they have gone out and said they would do, they have done. And so I think people trusting the school district, trusting superintendent, trusting the Board of Education, I think has gone a long, long ways. I think Guthrie has turned the corner of a school district that could not pass bond issues. And now look at the last 3, 71, 72, and 76% of the votes. And so just a big, huge turnaround for Guthrie Public Schools. $80 million has been approved since May of 2015. We'll build eventually 3 schools, renovations, and so congratulations to all the teachers. Congratulations to Superintendent Simpson, the Board of Education, all the department heads, everybody. It was a big collaborative effort. The community has really rallied behind that as well. It was really a team effort. Dr. Simpson being kind of the nucleus and the board kind of being the nucleus. And, they can't go out and say vote yes or no. They can only tell you what the bond will do. And there was a lot of great community leaders out there that got ahead of this and really for the most part, for what I saw, just kind of supplied information, didn't get nasty on social media, there was some back and forth, but I really thought everybody was informative. So I congratulations to the school district and everyone involved. It should be very, very, very proud. All right, let's get to some comments. Well, there's a lot of them coming in here. I don't know if I can get to all of them here, but thank you guys for everybody for all the nice words. Kara, again, mentioned her, the teacher. This is my 11th year at Cotterill, 17 total. So proud of this community. Rod Poplin, thank you, sir. Thank you. Dennis Oaks, thank you as well. Becca Creed, longtime teacher here at Guthrie Public Schools. Thank you for that. Officer Lanoy, congratulations to Floyd Coplin, new District 2 County Commissioner. Mark Keita does the same thing. Aubrey, congratulations to Floyd. Sarah Blevins as well. Levon, I just like to get all these comments on here. You took your time to type them in there, so I'll be glad to put them on the screen for you. Paige, so proud of our town for supporting our children, leaders in schools, and congratulations to Floyd Kaufman. Carrie, congratulations, Floyd. Jeff Guthrie, hopefully Kaufman will worry more than streets than wearing political T-shirts. Okay, congratulations, Rebecca says. I think it might have been JC was one of them that made a reference to the check mark. My check mark virtual is top notch. We'll look at it one more time, and then we'll sign off here in a second. I just want to get all of our comments on here. Bill Darby, great City of Guthrie employee, says congratulations. Mary Sue, congratulations for it. Looking forward to you being in office. Miss Tammy, always good to hear from her. Says congrats. Carrie, congrats to Guthrie Public Schools and Floyd Coplin. Bill Darby, Blue Jays championed the bond. Absolutely, they did. Okie Deadhead, cool name. Says, so glad the bond passed. Cody Hayes, sorry, Charlie. Larry Busby. Hopefully, Larry, you saw the high school huddle. That's on now if you want to check it out. I know you always like to watch that. Go get on the road, Coffin. I'll take pictures of every bad road until they are fixed. He will keep you on your toes, will Larry. Remember, Floyd would take office in early January. Charlie will fill out the remainder of this year. Thank you, Phil Nichols. Wow, Phil gave me a compliment in the public. Man, thank you, Phil. Did the Deer Creek Oak Cliff question pass? I will look at 1 second here. Jeanne Embries, principal at Guthrie High School, says thank you, voters. Okie Deadhead. Daring. Oh, okay. Daring, former Guthrie school teacher, now in New York. Just a small difference from Guthrie to New York, I imagine. So, but he says congratulations to his fine people back home. Miss Benham, thank you for our broadcast. Oh, thank you, Miss Benham. Miss Laura does such a great job with our special needs students at Guthrie Public Schools. Luke Young, solid evening, Chris. Thank you. Being at the Rock. Yep, the Rock will be popping Thursday night. Tuttle Tigers come to town. Tuttle, Class 4A program. Guthrie's beat them last 2 years, but Guthrie graduated a lot of players. Tuttle graduated a lot of players, but they had one of the best transfer classes, high school football, transfer move-ins, however you want to look at it. They had one of the best off seasons of high school, and they will throw the football, and it will be a tall task for the Blue Jays. But get out and be loud. I think you're supposed to wear a white T-shirt, and if you can't get out, go to, we'll have it right here on Guthrie News Page, YouTube, and GuthrieNewsPage.com. So, all right, let's take one final look. Okay, let's get these three comments in here real quick. Guthrie Youth Football, congratulations, Floyd. We appreciate what you've done at the fields. We look forward to seeing what you do for District 2. Randy Lachey, theoretically, Charlie could still get TIF districts prior to January. No, I think good question. I don't think so. You got to have a couple of public meetings. I don't think you can get that push fast enough. And if you by losing the election, there's so much that Charlie can and can't do the rest of the way. I don't think I'm not an expert. I probably need to ask, but I don't think the conversation happens. I don't think the conversation happens. Usually the person leaving office usually doesn't make any big. By state statute, they can't make certain purchases over a certain amount, and so I don't think that. I will confirm that, but I don't think it could happen. Good question though. I will try to figure that out. And Mary Sue, final words says, "Go Guthrie." Okay, Randy. Yeah, cool. Just curious. Yeah, that's a good question. I need to ask. I don't think Charlie would do that since he won't be in office, but watch and find out. Okay. Let's look at him one final time here tonight. District 2, Logan County Commissioner, it goes to Floyd Kaufman. 1,100 votes to 912, 54% of the vote. Remember, Floyd and Charlie have been on 3 ballots. Charlie won the first 2, but the big one here tonight, Floyd, the next District 2 County Commissioner. Guthrie School District easily passes a $45 million school bond, 72% of the vote. It was a big victory early, and often it ends in a big victory for Guthrie Public Schools. In District 32, Kevin Wallace goes down 54% of the votes to Jim Shaw. He also lost the primary election in June, runs the primary election runoff here tonight. Big thank you to all the great questions out there and all the great viewers. Appreciate you with the questions and comments. That's what it's all about. I don't want to sit here and talk, but the interaction is fantastic, and we do that. A real quick plug. If you subscribe to Guthrie News Page YouTube, thank you. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button. But also ask that you also on YouTube, find us at Second Banana Media, also on Facebook. But we have a live Wednesday night show right now at 7:30. It's called Open Mic. Ronnie Phillips and Phil Nichols join me, and we talk stuff like this. It's a fun show. There's a little bit of seriousness every now and then, but it's always interactive, just like this, just with 2 characters with me. And then also, if you're a big high school fan, every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock is the High School Huddle. We'll talk Blue Jays, but it's a statewide show. So every Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, High School Huddle. And then at 7:30, it's the Open Mic Podcast every Wednesday night on Second Banana Media. Go over there and subscribe. You can like it, be notified when we go live. It's a really fun Wednesday night. Then, just like tonight, questions, comments, we go back and forth. That's what it's all about. Again, thank you to everyone, and congratulations to Guthrie Public Schools, Floyd Kaufman. Oh, I lied. Real quick, Cody asked me about Deer Creek and Oak Cliff. I will give you the final numbers that I have right now. And I will hit this button here, go down to the bottom, and let you know that Oak Cliff is confirmed. It passes with 78% of the vote, almost 79% of the vote. And then 6 out of 10 precincts reporting for Deer Creek. It's at 69%. So it looks like Deer Creek will also pass as well here in Logan County. There they are. So, all right. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of the week. It sounds like we got cooler weather coming, and continue to pray for rain. We need to fill some lakes up. Have a great night.